Ketron event or Ketron event or Ketron event, whatever. In front of me is beautiful instrument, modern arranger sound module, and today we will focus on bass guitar. Today's focus of this video is bass guitar, and we will talk about patterns, MIDI patterns for Ketron event. Okay, let us see what is that, how it works. First, I will erase this information from Cubase, and now I will tell you what you can see on screen is in upper left window you will see Cubase. We will need it because this video is going to be tutorial video. And on lower screen you can see patterns, MIDI patterns that I want to use in Ketron event. And here you can see what is happening inside of Ketron. Now I will just go back here and back. And that is what is inside of Ketron when you connect Ketron event to your computer through USB connection. Upper window on right side is screen of Ketron, and down it's me. Hi everybody, and let us start. Now I have one style here, and I will press View and Modeling. Now I will go to bass guitar, and now what we can see here, we can see that we have two options of using bass guitar as a part of style. We can use MIDI bass guitar or real bass guitar. In MIDI bass guitar presently, I am using track that is part of style. Below that, you have option to use real waves, real recorded material in wave format from some musicians, and you can use them as a variation A, B, C, D. You already heard something about that from other people and from me. We will talk in one video about that, but now focus is MIDI guitar. Now if I press to this part without engaging voice change, okay, when I press voice change, when is that yellow, orange yellow, then you can go and change instrument. And you can do mixing of this instrument inside of your event. But if it's that white, voice change white, and when you press here, you will get option that you can choose some MIDI patterns instead of track that is already recorded, that is part of the style. And those MIDI patterns are cool. They have more measure than usually. Usually in bass guitar we have 4 measure, and you can hear bass guitar pam 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 pam, and that is always repeating that material. Sometimes you have a little bit more measures, but it is always not so different and not so long. But here you can put MIDI file that will play for 32 measures. Now we will see how it works. There you have another option. When you press to user, now you can choose your own MIDI patterns that you can create. Look at that here. There are some patterns that are offered by Ketron, but if I go further, I can see begin A, begin B, begin C, begin D. What is that? It is actually variation A, B, C, D that I'm using as a MIDI pattern inside of my style. And we will see how that works and what we have to do if we want to use those patterns. Now I will exit from here. Now we will focus here on lower left side. It is a window where I have actually some MIDI files. MIDI files, those MIDI files you can read. It is begin A, begin B, begin C, begin D. Those are MIDI patterns. And I want to use those MIDI patterns in my Ketron. Now first I am going to erase this, and let us say that I have empty project. Now if I create some MIDI patterns and if I put them here, presently my Cubase is connected through my template on my event, and whatever I play in Cubase, it is going to play in event. Now I will play that MIDI pattern bass guitar. Doesn't play. I press play, but it doesn't play. I know that it will not play because I have to go to view and modeling, because this style there's engaged real bass. Now I will just engage MIDI section and play it, and now it is playing. That is one of my MIDI patterns. If I put another MIDI pattern here, okay, there is another MIDI pattern. So I will just close this, remove this. So I will play next one. That is my B variation of that pattern. That is A variation, B variation. So I can make 4 variations of that MIDI pattern. And now we will see how we can put it inside of Event and how it works inside of Event. Okay, I told you there are those patterns. Now I will connect Event to computer, and when I connect it, I will go to folder User Modeling. Inside of that folder I have bass guitar, bass, and there I will just copy those patterns and paste them here. And I have already them here. Now I will show you them here inside of my keyboard. On upper screen, if I press here on this bass, you can see user button, press there, and you will see those patterns here. Now I have them here. Now I can use them in any style. I don't need big knowledge. I don't need to do any copy paste. I don't need to do anything. I can just decide which pattern I want to use in which style. So now let us say I have here one of my begin styles. Here if I go to folk, that is begin style, that is playing, actually view and modeling, it is playing pattern that is part of style. Now I'm going to play that for you. But now I want to use on variation D, for example, I want to use my begin MIDI pattern. So make sure that voice is white, is not engaged, and then press the finger, press the user, go to your pattern. Now look at it. I even can put oriental pattern in this begin style. So let us see how it works. I am going to use variation D of oriental pattern, and now I'm going to play it. I have just to change instrument, voice change, and choose bass guitar and play. What is interesting here that actually this pattern is 8 measure, but my style, all parts are 4 measure, but it doesn't matter, it will play 8 measure. Even I can put pattern that is 32 measures. So for example, if I want to put some material that is 32 measure long, why would do that inside of material, inside of style that is just 4 measure? Because I don't want bass guitar to sound like machine, like pam 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 and repeat. I want to have a lot of happening, a lot of different kind of playing. So then I have feeling that it's always happens something new, and bass guitar player is playing like live bass guitar player, always on different way. Now I can have 16 measures inside of this. Now let us hear how it looks. And even what is interesting, look at what I'm going to do now. I'm going to choose, okay, this is begin. I'm going to choose Greek style. And I want to put oriental pattern in Greek style. I can put everything there. But look at how it looks. Bass guitar. I'm going to view and modeling. I'm going to go to actually disengage voice change. And here. And I will go to user. And I will choose one begin, actually, style. I called it begin test. And there is 32 measure of playing a guitar in style that has just 4 measure. And now, but bass guitar is playing 32 measures of happening. Now I will do voice change. And I will voice change. I will just choose bass guitar and finger bass guitar. Now I'm going to play that. Now we are playing Greek style with begin style of playing bass guitar with 32 measures. Look at that. We have so much happening. Of course, now what I did, I put all variation inside of one variation, but it still plays. But I want to show you how it works with more measures, 32 measures. But you will put in variation 1 as much measure you want to put, and then you can have them on the proper way for that variation. Then you will do that with variation B, C, D. And you can combine. In variation A, you can have MIDI patterns. In variation B, you can have your own patterns that are part of the styles. In variation C, you can have a real bass. Variation D, you can have whatever you want to have. But you have a lot of choices here, and there is innovation in new modern Ketron arranger that is giving you opportunity to sound like never before. So that is strength of the Ketron. So some of you are thinking, did we get something new with those new instruments? Ketron did a lot of new stuff, new improvements that are now even going to be even better and better. And I'm telling you, you will be surprised with things what are coming in Ketron, because they are working very hard. And I know that they will do something that will impress everybody, because they are really now doing great job. I don't have information, but I have feelings that they are doing great things. So now let us go from here. Now, okay, let us just go back and say that we don't want this to have here inside of this style. We want to go back to original style. You can do that always. Just go here, go there, and press remove. And now you remove your pattern, and now you are on with original of your style. Just you have to make sure that you choose that instrument that you need. This bass guitar and his finger bass. And now that is my old actually in this guitar I put some performing. I chose to use some of those patterns and put it right away inside of original style. So that is in this case, but presently it is playing as a part of the style. But if I want to use it as a part of MIDI bass guitar, then I can just go here and I can choose. Let us do something really interesting. I will put rumba inside of begin. Okay, let us hear how it will sound. Rumba pattern inside of begin. And look at how easy you can do that. So you can actually put those patterns in any style. Okay, you can choose whatever you want. You can choose dance style that is actually using. Okay, let me go. Do we have something else in? Okay, I will choose, for example, ballad style, and go to factory styles, analog ballad. And now I can go to that MIDI. I can go, for example, here to user, and I can choose my oriental pattern, and I can change bass guitar, and I can play it. That is my oriental pattern, playing inside of a style, factory style. So, as you can see, when you make those patterns, you don't need to worry to copy paste from one style to one style. You have to go, remember, you have to go to Style Edit. When you go to Style Edit, then you have to go to Copy, then you have to go Source, Factory, then Family, then which style, then which arrangement, then which section, then you have to do a lot of things there to just copy one pattern from one style to another style. That is how it works in your Korg or Genos, or in this Ketron as well. That is way that we, old-fashioned way that we are using. But we have new things. New game. In that new game now, you have your patterns. It doesn't matter which style you want to choose. You always just go to here, go here, choose your pattern, whatever you want, choose your instrument, and you have your pattern in any style. No extra knowledge, no copy, no paste, no anything. Isn't that something really totally new, revolutionary? Isn't that is making a Ketron different in positive way? That is modern arranger keyboard. There is not only one thing. There is a lot of new things that we will learn in this week and in following weeks about Ketron, and then you will know what I was talking when I was telling you that is new era of modern arranger. Thank you very much for watching this video. See you in my next video. All the best to you.